Charlie, like a knocked-out hero, dares not open his eyes to his child's wet face. That night he couldn't sleep, thinking a lot, feeling like he had no face to show for not being able to protect his own kid. After his aunt and uncle went on vacation, he quickly sent Max back, realizing he couldn't be a superhero. Not wanting him to wander around, he sadly let go, which was a unique kind of responsibility. Life seems to have gone in circles back to square one, but this time Charlie has transformed. In fact, during this time, his son has already accepted this new dad, and they punched their way through some fond memories. But this dad persists in seeing himself merely as an employee, utterly unable to lead the life of luxury with luxury cars and villas. What his son truly yearns for is simply to witness Dad willing to stand up and fight for him. On the road home, Charlie felt like a kid who lost his candy, filled with disappointment. Even after letting go, he didn't find comfort, and that unwillingness kept swelling in his. Charlie returned to his old gym, missing his little buddy by his side. His coach, seeing the frown, decided it was time. He told Charlie that distance isn't the problem. It's all about walking towards each other. If you got your son to recognize you as dad in 2 months, why not take 2 years to break free from poverty? In the end, Charlie made up his mind to rekindle the father-son bond, with Adam silently offering his support from afar, akin to a wingman inviting his young charge back into the fray to face challenges together. Max's earlier challenge in the ring put the Matsumoto team in the spotlight. Everyone was excited for a showdown between the champ and the underdog, forcing Zeus to step up to when the father and son walked with Adam onto the boxing stage. They shine brighter than any championship belt. They might face a punch that KO'd them, but the crowd cheered for their fearless spirit. As the boxing champion who has reigned over the ring for years, Zeus still firmly holds his heavyweight status, and his entrance was so thunderous that it seemed to shake the very heavens. Matsumoto in the crowd looked calm, sending out his lackeys to battle while the two robots had their opening loud skirmish. Just one casual punch almost sent Adam into auto shutdown. Zeus' reign really was unshakable. Struggling to rise, Adam was knocked down by blows from this unmatchable opponent. Adam kept getting up with sheer determination, but he had no power to counter. He had to endure Zeus' heavy assaults with sheer muscle. This marked Adam's third fall, and everyone thought it was his end. Only Max, unyielding and determined gaze, kept tirelessly attempting to awaken a miracle, even as his code struggled fiercely to reboot itself after the system crash. This stunning punch helped Charlie find the bravado he had to face the world. For the first time, Zeus was caught in a corner, but his operator swiftly reacted, dodging like the wind and striking back. With only 15 seconds left, Zeus figured out how to crack Adam's defense, hitting him hard. Fortunately, the bell rang just in time, and Adam dodged the most lethal blow by putting on a show. Finally, a robot that could withstand Zeus' punches. The father-son duo jumped onto the stage to rescue Adam. In the next 2 rounds, Adam faced an even fiercer assault from Zeus, like poking a hornet's nest. Though knocked down by heavy punches, he stood up defiantly and bravely after each loud, exhaustive cry. As the match reached the 4th round, Adam finally seized the moment and locked onto his opponent. That punch sent Adam's voice control system into chaos. Charlie's commands vanished like whispers in a crowd, leaving him helplessly watching Adam getting wrecked. By the conclusion of the 4th round, Adam was utterly exhausted and devoid of fighting power, yet surprisingly, Max flipped him into Iron Man mode. Looking at the battered but still standing Adam, with Max's hopeful eyes, Charlie had no reason to refuse. As the competition progressed into the most crucial final round, Adam closely followed Charlie's moves, engaging in an intense confrontation with Zeus. The tiny giant from the junkyard was finally ready to unleash his immense power. After a storm of strikes, Zeus suddenly seemed to freeze like a malfunctioning robot. The only thing he disregarded was the endurance of his opponent, whom he had never faced before. The impatience of his opponent gradually ballooned as he continued his relentless attacking, failing completely to notice that his defense had holes. Matsumoto, in a state of frustration, dismissed his underlings and decided to take the field himself, but ultimately this was merely a fleeting, frantic counterattack from a beast that had been driven into a corner. This powerful punch relentlessly sent Zeus straight down into the abyss of despair, and although he could still barely manage to stand up, it was already the last gasp of his strength, leaving him utterly powerless. Upon the swords, the Dolnes meticulously carved, even though the final victory in the battle has yet to be determined. In everyone's heart, the champion has already shone brightly. The champion has maintained an undefeated record, yet the audience was immersed in memories, as if reliving the glorious moments of the past. We won. Zeus remains undefeated and still can't be beaten. Even the host's interview was humorously biased towards the champ. Any comments became jokes. You fought well today. That duo, though defeated, was affectionately dubbed the People's Champions. The champions of the people sounds just like me. Through the crowded arena, Max ran straight to his father. That father-son bond outweighed all honors. This is an emotional tale. When boxing became a coders' war, the courage turned into a comedic romance. But there was a robot pulled from the junkyard, carrying along with it the genes of a legend. If you love this story, don't forget to like and subscribe.